All right, episode 4 or 5. I'm sorry, 5. Wow, I messed up at the beginning.
Dude, we're
it's,
back.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
We're back.
We're back. We got him. He's back.
The boy's back.
He was ditching for a while.
Oh,
Didn't want any parts of it.
holidays, vacation.
Holidays, travels, girlfriend, the whole
We're back.
bit.
We're back.
We're back.
Boys are back.
Yeah, we had Liam on last time.
A lot has happened since
Unfortunately, due to circumstances, Liam's not back this week. He'll be back.
Sadly not.
He'll be back soon. We guarantee that. Yeah. So we're just gonna recap the college football playoff. Obviously, we'll talk about that. Preview the national championship, and we'll dive into a little bit of the NFL playoffs as well. I'm feeling frisky
We
tonight.
got a lot about that.
I'm feeling a little frisky. What do you think?
Where it's more like, I don't know, it seems like college football season's already ending. Like, we're at that point. Monday's last game. NFL's where, like, everything's going to now.
Yeah, no. NFL is going to be front and center after January 9th.
It is.
Right? Yeah, Monday.
Yep.
Monday national championship game. So, yeah, the recap. I'm just going to be honest. Michigan just screwed themselves. I mean... It was bad. It was really bad.
It was lovely to watch.
J.J. McCarthy sucked. 2 pick sixes. He stinks. He's horrible.
Can't say that. Like, it's not like Dugan didn't play great either. Don't get me wrong.
No,
he's
good. No,
he did, but
good.
it wasn't like he had
he made plays happen though out of some sacks.
He had 2 picks.
Well, two of his touchdown passes were like out of sacks. Though.
Yeah. The defense really were the ones who were the difference makers for TCU for once. Yeah,
they showed up. They did.
Their issue though is they did give up a lot of points still. Like that second half was they let Michigan creep back in.
Yeah, when they should have put them away.
Oh,
but I absolutely despise Ohio State. I hate everything about them. But I'm going to be honest. They played the best out of any team that weekend, and their kicker missed a game-winning field goal.
And I think the big difference maker, I think they should have won, and I think that Georgia's safety should have been kicked out of that game for the targeting.
I don't think it was targeting.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
That was straight targeting.
No,
it went straight to
It was
Marvin.
shoulder to shoulder.
No, it was straight to his head. It went straight under the chin.
Shoulder to head.
No.
Then.
Yeah, that's still targeting. That's targeting.
No, that's proud of the helmet.
No, it's not always. Because Emmanuel Sanders got knocked down in the NFL with a shoulder straight to the head.
Emmanuel Schmanders.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. No, that was targeting. Marvin Harrison, he's still in that second half. I think the game's completely different.
Yeah, but they literally almost won without him.
That's what I'm saying. Think about if he stays in, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Ohio State pulls that off. They don't have to worry about that kicker shanking.
Yeah, what a terrible attempt.
He might have got booed off campus.
Yeah. Like, to go to the national I get, like, missing.
But
that's just, like...
And then they had the video before the game, too, where it's, like, him practicing with crowd noise in warm-ups.
If you need to practice with crowd noise, you're just not it. You're not him. You're
not him.
Yeah,
that gets to Monday now. TCU, Georgia.
Yeah, that... I honestly, I didn't think... I mean, Georgia didn't deserve to win that game.
No, and I feel like it should be an Ohio State TCU game.
Yeah.
But
if Michigan doesn't throw those 2 pick sixes, it would have been Ohio State, Michigan.
But we see now that it all goes down to TCU defense, Georgia offense.
I like TCU's defense.
So do I, but they have a wide receiver on Ohio State, and I watched the highlights. They had a white corner on him. Stutter step, dude fell, and it was just speed, dude. It was speed down the sideline.
Ohio State wide receiver?
No, Georgia wide receiver on Ohio State's a white corner.
Really?
Yeah.
Georgia's 2 tight ends are insane.
Oh.
The one dude's
Gilbert and Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, best tight end in the nation.
Yeah.
He will be a first-round draft pick next year.
Most likely, I could see him going to like a Jacksonville.
Probably, but I also see Michael Mayer going to Jacksonville this year.
He's good.
He is.
So is the kid from Utah, Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, Kincaid.
But I mean, like I said, it should be Ohio State. Well, Eamon said this, not me. Ohio State, TCU. But,
who are you going with?
But we don't have that. We have who am I going with?
Yeah.
In the national championship game?
That's a big question.
I need to see what the spread is.
So I'm taking TCU. as my winner.
You're going to have them win out.
I'm having
I
them
want
win out.
TCU to win.
I
It's a good
want
story.
TCU.
I love me a good story.
The redheaded quarterback.
I love him. He had heart surgery before.
Yeah, he's not even supposed to be in here.
They're begging you to take TCU.
Exactly.
12.5.
I'm taking that spread.
Yeah, I'm taking that too.
What's the over under?
62. I'm going TCU plus 12.5.
I'm going over.
I'm going the over. Yeah.
TCU scores points.
The money line for TCU is plus 345.
Wow.
And for Georgia, it's minus 455.
I take the 345.
I think TCU could win.
Yeah.
I mean, if Georgia plays how they played against Ohio State, TCU wins. But if
yeah.
Georgia shows up and plays how they can, I like the Dogs though to beat. If they play well, I think the Dogs will win.
Yeah, I don't. My only issue is
because I think TCU will come ready to play.
I do too. They have everything on the line.
They have everything to lose.
They have no pressure at all.
No,
they're not expected to win. This game.
They're a 12.5-point dog.
They weren't even supposed to win the Michigan game. So
no, they were what, like a 6-point dog in that?
I think they were like 12.
I don't know if it's that high.
I thought it was. I didn't even think they gave them.
I don't know.
They're close.
Yeah.
So
it was definitely at least a touchdown.
Taking the over. I'm taking TCU.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a clean sweep for both of us.
Yeah.
TCU's gonna.
I'm taking TCU.
I just love that story though. They're just, like, I love it.
Yeah, I did too. I like the whole situation they got.
Yeah.
There's other games I want to talk about too though.
What games?
That we missed over the New Year's 6 games. Let's start out with the. We're gonna start out with USC and Tulane.
Yeah.
Tulane coming up clutch with the safety.
Yeah.
And being able to put on points right after.
I remember I was getting a pedicure and
I was calling Liam to remind him.
Oh yeah, Liam special.
Who the fuck's Tulane?
Yeah, Liam.
You know.
Liam didn't know who Tulane was, so I think Tulane took that to heart because they're big fans. They're big fans.
But I will say Caleb Williams played really well.
No, he did.
I think he had 5 or 6 touchdowns.
I thought he was going to be the key for them to win, but their defense sucks.
Big time.
Their defense is terrible.
Oh.
And they're just supposed to They're just supposed to play the Big Ten with Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, maybe not Michigan State.
Michigan State. Illinois. Illinois is playing well.
Illinois.
I don't think the one who I think is gonna it's bad now. Purdue getting blown out by LSU. Them. But and somehow they were 8-4 too.
Yeah, they made it to the Big Ten championship.
Somehow Wisconsin's gonna be on the uprise now that they're gonna get that Luke Fickle, or is it Fickle?
Yeah, Luke Fickle.
Coming from Cincy. My game of the whole day was, and everybody shat on me about it because everybody thought my team was gonna lose the Rose Bowl. All I want to say is Utah got their ass kicked by Penn State.
It was a fluke.
No. 35 points, 2 longest touchdowns in Rose Bowl history, 88 and 81. Clifford coming up with a big win to end his career. Utah.
I don't understand why they took him out of the game.
I don't know. Probably.
They gave him some emotional ceremony.
Also, Utah started putting their backups in.
Yeah, but it's
so
his
at
last.
That point,
he's a 6-year senior. Let him rock.
Yeah, but at that point, you might as well just put
It's the only winning he's ever gonna have in his career.
Yeah, He's not. He might get undrafted, but that's about it. He'll be practice squad somewhere.
Yeah,
that's about it. Maybe he might get drafted 7th round.
He'd be Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
but he's
not Brock Purdy.
He's no Brock Purdy.
He's Brock Purdy.
He's no.
He ain't Purdy like that. But
I like that. That was a nice play on words right there.
But Penn State came up big with that win. I'm excited for next year to see how that Drew Lar goes. He's more of a. He actually can throw the ball.
Penn State's gonna choke again. They're gonna lose to Michigan and Ohio State.
No, I think next year
they'll beat Ohio State. They won't beat Michigan.
I don't we'll see because I don't know because if Harbaugh leaves,
he's not gonna leave.
He already said if he gets a job, if he even gets the opportunity to get a job, he's taking it.
Well,
he hasn't. Who he was already talking to about one?
The Colts,
Carolina.
I'm surprised they wouldn't hire Steve Wilkes.
He already. Well, think about it. They don't do that.
Yeah, that's right. They don't keep it.
Look at Las Vegas. They had that Rick.
They offered him. Oh, Josh McDaniel. Talk about someone getting screwed over. Derek Carr got absolutely screwed over.
Big time.
I mean,
I can't do it. I can't do it. Watching Derek Carr is one of my guys. I've loved him since he got drafted in 2013.
Yeah.
2020.
Early 2010.
2012, 2013, second round.
That makes me feel old saying that.
I know. And everybody forgets that he was a front runner for MVP, and then he broke his fibula. Raiders were 13 and like 3 with him, and so
I think Josh McDaniels is just a terrible head coach.
I think they're at the point though where if they get rid of, I think they're trying to rebuild, but in the McDaniel way. You know what I mean? Like with the way McDaniels won, because I don't think at this point Derek Carr's career,
he's gonna go to Indianapolis and win a Super Bowl.
That's the only place that seems reasonable, unless
or Carolina.
No, because Carolina is still rebuilding. I feel like on the offensive side,
that's true.
Especially with that line.
They might keep Sam Darnold,
but if at the right price, I think Darnold they should keep him. He's playing well there right now.
I know. Let the rookies sit behind him.
Places I could see him going is at the right price, maybe the Jets. For the right price.
They can never get a quarterback right. Their last good quarterback was Mark Sanchez.
He had 2 good years after that.
Yeah,
Sanchez.
The butt fumble.
My cousin thought Geno Smith was the answer too.
He is in Seattle.
He is in Seattle right now, yeah.
Well, he didn't write back yet.
No. The last good quarterback the Jets have was Chad Pennington.
When was that? Like 2006,
2002 to like it was like 2000 to like.
And Chad Pennington wasn't like a stud.
The worst part about it was Chad Pennington was a really good quarterback until he had 2 shoulder surgeries. So the zip on his ball was completely gone. He had 2 rotator cuff surgeries.
Yeah, you can't play quarterback like that.
So, no, I love Pennington too. I think he was pretty good.
How about
he was good at Miami too.
Oh yeah, that's right. He played for the Dolphins.
So
how about
either there or Indianapolis? Yeah,
I agree. What was I gonna say? Shit. How about the Giants getting.
I'm so pumped.
The Giants getting into the playoffs. I think Brian Dable, he's sick.
I think he's one of my top 2 coaches of the year. I know people have been saying Sirianni, but with the sliding rate lately, like there's losses coming in.
But they also haven't had Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, but still, it's just like the whole defense collapsed. They've been giving up like.
Their defense hasn't been playing as well.
I've heard, what's his name? Some people said Mike Tomlin just because of how the Steelers might get in the playoffs, but I think that's really just the defense riding, and a lot of injuries on other teams.
Yeah. Plus, they've the 2 good teams they've played the second half of the year has been the Bengals and Ravens.
Yeah.
And they got the Ravens twice without.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, Lamar didn't play, and then we got our asses kicked by.
Yeah, it was close.
They got garbage time at the end, that touchdown.
Yeah, they probably should have lost by 14.
It was at least 14. We were there.
That's right.
T. Higgins that was without Jamar Chase. First off,
that's true.
And T. Higgins had over 120 yards receiving.
Well, that defense. I mean, the offense scored 30 points, regardless of whatever. It was still within 60 minutes.
Yeah.
That defense stunk that game.
Exactly.
They're horrible.
TJ did have that sick pick though. He's ridiculous.
He's good.
But
how about he got elected to the Pro Bowl and barely played?
I know. But my 2 coaches of the year, or my 3 coaches of the year, are going to be Pete Carroll.
Okay.
For that team, nobody expects them to be where they're at. Geno Smith plays doing well. Drafting Kenneth Walker, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
Woolen,
I think.
Yeah. Something.
Making the smart decision to not re-sign, even though I think he did well this year with the Rams, not re-signing Bobby Wagner because it would have been too much money.
He's not getting any younger.
No. He's in mid-30s, and I think that he's handled it really well. I think he's probably my number 3. My number 2's Dan Campbell from the Lions.
Yeah.
If he makes the playoffs, he's my front runner.
I mean, he turned that team around.
Because if he beats the Packers this week, that means he's kicking them out. And if Seahawks lose,
they're in.
Then they're in. And I think if they get in,
that's Sunday night game.
Yeah. So he's my number 2, just because if he was a sure lock playoff team, he'd be my coach. But my number 1
next year they're gonna
win. My number 1's Dable.
Yeah.
He turned the Giants around completely. And they have no wide receivers. They've solely relied on Daniel Jones and Saquon.
I think
that defense is nuts.
Yeah.
It's a good defense, I'm not going to lie. Their front 4 with Leonard Williams, Clavon Thibodeau. They had Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's nuts. So they have a good team there.
Here's one that I don't think people are talking about enough. And they're in the AFC South contention.
Doug Peterson?
Yeah.
I agree. But I also think that reason why...
That was a full-blown turnaround. Though.
Yeah, but I also feel like that division's so weak. That's why people aren't... I feel like they could have won that division because...
They're not a bad team.
No, but I'm at the point now where I think they rely heavily more on Tannehill than they do Derrick Henry.
Who, the Titans?
Yes.
Well, Tannehill's not... He's on IR.
He's out for the year. And look how bad things have gone since he's been done. They won't even throw Malik Willis in there anymore.
I think he's hurt too.
No, he's healthy.
Oh,
that's why they put Josh Dobbs in front of him now.
Yeah, and Malik Willis was supposed to be so great.
Yeah. So they really, I think they heavily rely on Tannehill more than people finally realize, and watching them.
I think he's a decent quarterback.
Tannehill's not an awful quarterback. I think
he just has nothing
at the beginning of his career.
Henry.
He had Adam Gase with Miami, and it destroyed him at the beginning. So that's why people were so heavy on the criticism with him. But then he got to Tennessee and started fresh and was able to show people what he can actually do.
Yeah.
And he's shown throughout these past few years, he's led the Titans of first overall seeds going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think
they just had a ton of injuries this year.
Yeah.
I mean, lose the one.
And Treylon Burks being the number one receiver too.
Yeah.
That hurts. They don't really as a rookie, you can't rely on him completely.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff for him to pick up. And plus Robert Woods, but he's coming off an ACL injury.
Yeah, and he's not the same guy right now.
No, so. I feel like I've never tore my ACL or had a significant knee injury, but I think if you have that, a lot of it is mental, and your knee's never gonna be the same.
No,
regardless.
but even when you get it strong enough and everything, it's just that mental wall of trying to be.
You have to break through.
Yeah, trying to be fearless and try to feel like you were before, but then you always have that feeling in the back of your mind, hey, I could tear this right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's an issue, but I also feel like the AFC South is so weak.
No, it is.
The Colts. Colts are awful this year, and then the number one overall seed's going to go to the Texans. So it's bad.
Well, my thing is, what were they 5-13 last year or something like that?
Somewhere around that.
Because they had a top 10.
But Doug Peterson went out and he signed a lot of good players, like Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's kind of died down now. But they have that. Who's the other guy who just? It was Tay Jones.
Zay Jones.
Zay Jones. He's been lighting it up recently.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of wide receivers, I just remembered this. Your boy Kenny Galladay. He needs
76 catches
for his
$750,000 bonus.
Yeah. That's doable.
I saw a meme that said his nickname's 007. 0 catches, 0 yards, 7 drops.
007.
Secret agent. Dude, he robbed them clear.
Hey.
At least after these past 2 seasons.
He's getting his money though.
He's getting money.
I remember I thought he was gonna be good there.
Because he had a few decent years with the Lions.
Yeah, it was the Lions when they were terrible.
But I will say with the Lions now, I don't think
I would love to go.
They have 2 first-round picks this year, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they
have the Rams and theirs.
I don't think they use a quarterback this year.
No.
I think they should work around the maybe offensive line a little bit more, or put it more in the defense, which was kind of hurting them throughout times.
Yeah.
And
Aiden Hutchins is a stud.
Oh, he is. 3 picks this year.
Did you see his play last week?
Quarter.
Dude, he's just standing there. He snuck up, snagged the ball, and
I also saw someone was when you can finally change your height on my player or my career, and it's 6'7" corner. So I think the Lions are doing really well. I remember at the beginning
their future's bright.
Well, yeah, and at the beginning of the year, a lot of people were saying this could be Dan Campbell's last year if things don't go well. I was he's in his 3rd year. Let him.
It's second.
Second year?
Mm-hmm.
I'm let him play it out. Let's see where he's at. You can't change his whole team.
That's the thing I don't like about the NFL is there's so many short leashes. He went in there, absolutely overhauled the piss poor culture that was there last year.
Yeah.
They may not have won a lot of games, but they were a different Lions team.
Oh, completely. They actually enjoyed playing for him.
Yeah, they played hard. They played till the very end.
Biting kneecaps off.
Yeah, well, they did some of that. Well, here I have a pick.
I'm here. I'm listening.
This is maybe an upset. Well,
Ooh.
maybe an upset in some eyes. Maybe
And
not.
is this a regular season game or is this a playoff
It's
game?
this weekend.
Okay, okay.
Well, the playoffs aren't set yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
well,
if you have a team set.
Okay. We'll talk about like who's gonna win it all and everything.
Yeah.
After. I'm going with the Detroit Lions are gonna absolutely bite the hell out of Aaron Rodgers' knees, and they're gonna win.
In my mind, though, that's not even an upset to me. Like,
I said to some people, but I just thought, let me look at that.
But do you know what's also nuts? The Lions almost won completely almost won their whole division schedule this year.
Green Bay's a 5-point favorite.
They're 4-1 in the division this year. Their only loss was to Green Bay earlier this year.
No, they beat Green Bay.
Was it Green Bay or who was it then? Was it the Vikings they lost to?
I can tell you in 1 second.
I gotta look.
Yeah, it was the Vikings. They lost by 4.
See, it's not even like it was bad.
They lost to Philly by 3. They lost to the Vikings by 4. They lost to the Seahawks by 3.
Yeah.
They lost to the Patriots by 29. They lost to the Cowboys by 18. They lost to the Dolphins by 4. They lost to the Bills by 3. Like they blew out Jacksonville.
I will say, like, even though like their losses are either very close.
They screwed themselves losing to Carolina.
I know. That's what hurts.
They really did.
If they would have won that game, I think
they'd win it at the end.
They'd guarantee it.
That's all they had to do was beat Carolina.
Yeah, but Carolina turned it around kind of toward the end of the season.
I think Sam Darnold's going to do well.
So, thank you.
I hope he
Out
does.
of New York, no Adam Gase. Look at him.
I think New York's just like
got
where
hurt.
quarterbacks go to die.
Oh, unless it's the Giants. I feel like the Giants.
Well, with Dable now. I think they're going to extend Daniel Jones.
I don't think it's going to be a long contract. I think it'll be like a 2-year deal.
2 or 3.
Just to, like, see where he goes. Because, like, it could be just one of those years where...
He's playing for money.
Yeah, but not even just like trying to just live out for another contract. We don't know.
Yeah.
And I think they'll give him 2 years. Maybe, like, $15 million a year.
Yeah.
Just, like, a 2-year, $30 million deal with some incentives.
I think that's probably what he's...
After the first 4 years... Or first,
for what he's done over 4 years, I think that's a fair.
Because he's not.
I would even say maybe 40.
Yeah, because his first few years wasn't as much interceptions. It was more of the fumbles that he was having. He wasn't able to hold on to the ball.
But I don't think he had a great support system.
Yeah, that line was awful.
I mean, in terms of like, X's and O's scheming, players he had around coaches.
I think he had like 2 or 3 coaches before they came.
Yeah, Joe Judge, is that his name?
Yeah, McAdoo.
That dude's a clown.
Yeah, McAdoo was bad. And I also think now that they have a left tackle and a right tackle, they got Andrew Thomas and they got Evan Neal at the anchors. I think those are great.
They're both young too.
And Andrew Thomas turned it around this year. Like he really, like he was having okay to average seasons.
Steelers need to draft something like that.
I want Stefanski so bad.
He's gonna be gone.
I know.
The Steelers are getting like a 20th pick.
Yeah.
Because they'll make the playoffs. They'll weasel their way in. Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
No.
You think?
I think Miami wins it. Joe Flacco's playing this week.
Skylar Thompson's playing.
Yeah, but I trust Skylar Thompson right now.
Over Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
Really?
Because Skylar Thompson can also move around now.
Yeah,
Joe Flacco sits there. And Skylar Thompson, even against like the Patriots, he came in, there was good plays he made. Like it wasn't like it was awful.
Yeah.
And plus, he has a decent arm. If he can just chuck it downfield somewhere.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's going to be there.
Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. Gesicki and so.
Well, according to Frank the Tank from Barstool, the Dolphins are cursed, and they.
The number 1 team cursed. Yeah. I did see too though. I've been talking recently to my cousins and stuff. Saquon's on a friend like he's on his deal. Like this is going to be his big contract year.
I don't know if he's.
The thing is, if I'm the Giants, I do. He's the face of that team. And 2, if he leaves, I think he goes to Miami. I think that is a team that is really, like, don't get me wrong, I think Mostert and...
They have a bunch of, like, decent backs.
Yeah.
They don't have, like, one
Saquon would be perfect. Yeah. Great in open field.
Well, they need an elite running back.
Receiving back, too. He's a 3-down back. Like you could play him all 3 down.
Yeah. And
he would elevate. He would take a lot of pressure off Tua trying to do in the passing game.
Yeah.
So I think that would be great.
I think Miami's offensive line's not very good either.
No. They have Teron Armstead, but he got hurt.
with his toe.
Yeah, and
Acting a whole
and
lot.
I think that Miami could be like San Francisco offensively. Now, I'm not saying defensive wise.
Well, no, that's the coaching tree.
Yeah, but I'm saying offensively, look at San Francisco. They went and had Raheem Mostert, all these Elijah Mitchell, okay backs that were doing sufficient around that great line, and then they went and got McCaffrey. And now they have freaking Brock Purdy playing great quarterback because
Deebo Samuel's coming back this week.
Yep, but Ayuk's been playing.
Yeah,
lights.
You have him,
out.
Ayuk, you have Kittle, you have Deebo, you have Christian McCaffrey. That offensive line's good. That defense is even better. I think they have the best defense. McGlinchey, Kyle Juszczyk.
I love Juszczyk.
Yeah.
Great, George Kittle.
Yeah.
He's been a great.
Nick Bosa's having a hell of a year.
He's my defense player of the year.
Over Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, more stats. It's just he's having a great year.
Yes. It would probably come down to those two.
It is going to be those two, but I don't. Micah's not getting it this year. Nick Bosa for some reason.
Well, Minka has 6 picks this year.
Yeah, but Nick Bosa's just on a different level this year.
Yeah.
Like taking double teams, spin moves, everything. He's just elevating it, and he's leading that defense. Like we watched him play Oakland. Last Sunday?
Yeah, they played last Sunday.
And it was OT, and Fred Warner in the secondary was struggling. Nick Bosa just took over. Mm-hmm. So I think Nick Bosa is that.
Nick Bosa's him.
He is him. He's
really good.
I remember a lot of people were
he's better than Joey, but like Joey is still. I think
Joey's a different player though.
But I think people forget about how good Joey actually is if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, he's just injury prone.
Yeah,
which sucks because he's honestly just as good as Nick.
He's probably a top 10, top 15 rusher.
I put him top 10 when healthy.
Yeah.
Nick, don't get me wrong, Nick's top 3.
Who do you think's number 1?
TJ.
Still?
Well, yeah, he got hurt and he still came back and he's just game changing.
Yeah.
And like he came back from that injury.
And the Steelers are at 6-2 whenever he came back.
And the whole thing is different. The only one, and then it's him, Micah, and Nick Bosa in my mind. But it depends.
We're talking edge, right?
Yeah, because like,
Myles Garrett?
Micah, like, see, Miles, I don't know.
He's an edge rusher.
He is, but
he's more of a power guy.
But Micah is inside and outside, so it's hard to put him. Like, I don't know where you really categorize. Yeah.
I would. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, if he was considered an edge rusher, he'd obviously be a top 5 edge rusher.
Which one?
Parson.
Parson, yeah. I see him. I can put him top 3. If he was to mainly focus on edge rushing, he's top 3.
They have DeMarcus Lawrence still. Or no?
DeMarcus Lawrence still there. They used to have Randy Gregory.
But he went to
Denver.
Yeah.
Do you know, I was listening to the radio today, and they were talking whether or not Cam Hayward should be a Hall of Famer.
I think he should.
I'm not there yet. Because I was looking, because he's an interior defensive lineman now.
Yeah.
But he has 76 sacks, which isn't great.
As an interior D lineman?
But think about it. His first 6 years in the league, he was a D end.
He's still a D end.
They have him. He's a D tackle now. They have him as listed as an interior defensive lineman.
Yeah, but they run that 3-4 defense.
But he came out and he wasn't like that when he first came, and he was one of the top DN rushers going into the league out of Ohio State. So
he has 230 tackles, 76 and a half sacks, and he has 2 picks.
Yeah.
He has 8.5 sacks this year. He's got 2 seasons with double digit sack. He's got a few years with 8, a year with 9, a year with 7, a year with 7.5. I mean, I don't think he's first ballot Hall of Fame good. I think he's Hall of Fame good. I just don't know if he's first ballot.
Yeah,
he won't be like Darrell Revis or
no, because my issue is too. Those it took him so long to begin with his career to get on the scene.
Yeah.
And I feel like his prime was a little smaller than most people think. Like, I feel like people...
I'd say he started getting good around 2015.
2017 is when he got his first All-Pro. So...
Yeah, but I mean, he's made All-Pro a couple times, though.
4 times. 3 first time, 1 second time.
I mean...
James Harrison is not even on the finalist list.
Yeah, but you know why they're keeping James Harrison out.
Hines Ward's on his, 4th ballot. And he has Hall of Fame number. There's guys in the Hall of Fame.
You know why? It's because how they played.
Still. He was a NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time first team, 2-time second team, 5-time Pro Bowler.
Who, Hines?
No, this is
James Harrison should have gotten in this year.
Hines Ward should be in. Like, I'm not even saying this as a Steeler fan or anything. If you look at his stats, he has 1,000 catches over 12,000 yards.
Senior should be in.
Yeah, I would like to see him in. Reggie Wayne's not in yet. Andre Johnson didn't get in.
Andre Johnson didn't get in.
Not yet. I don't understand why.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but
did Calvin Johnson get in?
Yeah, first year he got in.
He's already in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one bothers me a little bit.
I think he was insane.
Yeah, but I just feel like he had so many injuries, and for his size and freak nature, I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah, but
James Harrison has 811 tackles, 85 sacks, 34 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries, 8 interceptions, and a defensive touchdown, which is the biggest defensive touchdown in NFL history.
No, I agree.
So, I don't know. And he's the Steelers' all-time sack leader with 80.5.
And TJ will catch him.
He'll beat him, yeah, but as of right now, for all those great pass rushers that the Steelers ever had, you would think
I think James Harrison should be in. I mean, if he got in, I would not have a problem.
But I would have a bigger problem if Cam Hayward got in over.
I think he will because of name recognition.
Yeah, but I just think in my mind, if I think of a Hall of Famer, Cam Hayward's not the first one. I would think of James Harrison as a Hall of Famer before I would think of Cam Hayward.
Plus, James Harrison was on those elite defenses.
And don't get me wrong, Cam Hayward's a face of the Steelers that he's good with the people and everything, but he's not someone in my mind you feared going out on the field. He
Cam Hayward?
He did his job, he does his job and everything. But when you played against James Harrison,
you feared him.
You were terrified,
especially if you were Josh Cribbs or
my God, Muhammad Massaquoi or Colt McCoy. If you were any of the division rivals. You Joe Flacco was talking about how intimidating the whole week they planned for him and Troy Polamalu all week.
Yeah,
those were the 2 guys.
Did you imagine James Harrison and T.J. Watt pass rushing together?
A prime James Harrison?
Yes.
That'd
T.J.
be
Watt now?
That'd be like the Steelers in the '90s when they had Greg Lloyd and Kevin Green on the outside. It'd be so different.
It'd be nuts.
The one thing I still wish we would have done was when J.J. Watt was free agent. I wish the Steelers would have went out and got him. And just watch on the same edge or on both sides just coming in collapsing.
Yeah. Well, J.J.'s done.
He is this year, yeah.
I think it's probably best for him.
It is. He's I think he knows it's the right time.
Hall of Fame.
He is. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think he knows it's time. His body's done. He's I don't want to...
Do you think TJ's better than him?
Depends.
Do you think TJ could be better than him?
I think people are going to end up saying he's better than him.
Yeah.
But to me, even though I love TJ, JJ's still the better player in my mind. I think
JJ's done it over a longer period of time.
And not even just that, the healthy JJ that we watched,
he's nuts,
is different. Almost winning MVP, coming second in voting. JJ was scoring touchdowns on offense.
Yeah.
So it's just different. He was fun to watch. Not that TJ's not, but he was goofy. He would dance and stuff.
Yeah. TJ's more business.
Yeah, and JJ was you knew every time he got on there's a good not that TJ's not gonna make a play, but JJ was he's huge. He's 6'6", just 290 or whatever, 275. He's
imagine just coming from that family, freak genetics, transition to pit hoops.
Hell no.
Why?
Well, I'm not now.
Pit hoops?
No, don't even start. I just had this conversation the other day with Liam. I'm not doing pit hoops because ACC ball right now sucks.
No.
I just watched Duke lose. UNC was the number 1 seed, and they were out of the top 25, the quickest ever.
Yeah.
They have 6 losses already.
But pit hoops is...
NC State lost already. Virginia was already lost again. Virginia Tech was losing. Duke lost. Like, come on.
The game tomorrow between Pitt and Clemson, and I don't know when this will
What
be
is it
up.
for the standings of first place in
Yeah,
ACC? Like, I'm just saying, like,
they'll be the only whoever wins that will be the last undefeated team in ACC play.
I'm just saying, like,
Pitt can run the table. Could you imagine that? Pitt hoops running the table in the ACC.
No, I can't.
But anyway, yeah. What else do we want to cover? So the NFL this week.
All right. Do you want to hear the standings right now for freaking basketball or the ACC?
Yeah. It's Clemson, Pitt.
Clemson as Pitt, Miami's good. Fair enough. Syracuse, Virginia, Duke, UNC, Wake Forest, Boston College, Florida State. Oh, this is where it gets nasty.
Louisville sucks.
Well, Boston College is 2-2 in like the conference, but they're 8-7. Florida State's 4-11, and they're 2-2 in the conference.
Oh my god.
NC State is 2-3, but they're 12-4 overall.
Pitt beat NC State.
Virginia Tech's 11-4, but 1-3 overall. Notre Dame's 8-7 overall, but 0-4. Louisville's 0-4, but 2-13.
2-13.
So you're trying to tell me that this conference is good right now?
I'm not saying they're good.
No.
They're having a down year.
So,
well, I think Kansas might repeat.
we're gonna see it. Purdue's playing really well right now.
They lost to Rutgers, though.
Yeah, but Rutgers isn't like as like some bad team. They've had good teams. They've been making the tournament.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad.
They aight.
Like I think Houston had that one game against Alabama where they just lost on like Alabama's good. Like there's
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Go Vols.
UConn all of a sudden's back.
Football's coming back too.
Yeah, that Texas just lost their coach.
Yeah,
so.
Domestic violence.
He's getting a felony charge.
Yeah.
They just fired him today.
Yeah, they fired him. Yeah.
So
I think Mahomes is going to be a lot like Aaron Rodgers.
In which way? Like having
that one Super Bowl and not really doing anything else.
I can see that. I could see.
Although I think if the Packers get in, they have a shot.
I think they're dangerous right now. But do you know who I also think will never win a Super Bowl, and he's going to be like the Dan Marino of this class?
Herbert.
Burrow.
You don't think Burrow's going to win a Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be exactly how the Dolphins were set up. Dolphins had Clayton and Duper as the wide receivers. Great tandem, everybody knew. They had Marino. It's going to be Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Burrow right there.
Really? You think? I would have thought it would have been Justin Herbert.
I think
because I think Joe Burrow is a way better team than
he does.
Justin
But I think
Herbert does.
Burrow's him. I could see with the way the Dolphins are really transforming. I think that he's going to be the Buffalo Bills. Get to the Super Bowl, but just lose.
Who?
Tua.
Yeah.
Like if Miami.
Do you think the Bills win a Super Bowl with Allen?
No.
Never.
No, because I think right now their defense is what I think their offense is good, but they don't have a running back, and their offensive line needs help.
Yeah.
And two, their defense is getting hurt and they're getting old.
Yeah.
So everything.
I don't think they should have signed Von Miller for as long as they did.
No, that's going to kill them.
It was a 6-year.
Yeah, Micah Hyde getting his neck injury. Now DeMar Hamlin, like it's just
injuries are adding up.
And even that Jordan Poyer, like they're adding up.
Yeah.
And so I think he's not. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Well.
And then before you know it, Stephon Diggs is going to be gone because he's going to be getting old. And so, but I think
he runs nice ass routes.
Oh, great routes.
It's like art.
But I think Herbert's going to be the Elway. That's who Herbert to me.
What do you think
Elway.
Kenny Pickett's going to be?
I don't know, bum. I don't know. If you had to, let's see, Boomerize him. But the thing is, Boomer got
Super Bowl.
No, Bengals never won a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He has an MVP, but Pickett's never winning MVP.
Dude, you never know those two clutch comebacks against the
beat up Ravens,
6-win Raiders and the
beat up Ravens.
Yeah.
And I don't like. No, Burrow. I don't even know what to say about Pickett. Like, I can't even think of a quarterback like. You can't even think. It's
Mark Sanchez?
Sanchez had 2 better years at least.
Yeah, but he's still a rookie there.
Yeah, but Sanchez went to the AFC Championship.
Pickett might this year.
No, he's not.
What if the Steelers win the Super
They
Bowl?
won't because they're gonna be the last seed and
They're gonna go play Buffalo.
Yeah, they're playing the Bills
in Buffalo.
There's no way. There's no way.
You never know. Hey, that kid at quarterback can sling the pill.
Who, Josh Allen? There's no way.
If the Steelers like keep it close, they'll win. Like if it's
I got it.
Who?
Screw it. Jeff George.
I've never heard of him.
Jeff George was a quarterback in the 80s. They thought he was going to be like the next thing, like great arm, whatever. But panned out. He did not.
I didn't know who he was.
He played with like a mullet, whatever. Or if you really want to, you can say like a McMahon from the Bears. No, Jim McMahon. Or quarterback of, or he used to be the quarterback of the Bears, but he's now head coach at Michigan.
Jim Harbaugh?
Jim Harbaugh. He could be like a Jim Harbaugh.
I think he could coach a Pitt.
Jim Harbaugh can. I think.
You hate him so much.
Yeah, but I think he should never go back to the NFL. He's a college coach. He's like Nick Saban to me.
Yeah.
Like
he did well in the NFL.
He had a few good years. I think he had 2 really good years, and then everything else was kind of like after that. After the Super Bowl, it was downhill.
Yeah.
He's like him, Saban.
Kirby Smart.
Kirby hasn't made the NFL yet.
I think he'll stay at Georgia.
I think that's where he'll retire and he'll be done.
Yeah.
He'll be like them. Remember Chip Kelly went with the Eagles, and he came right back.
It's UCLA. Shout out Pitt football beating UCLA too.
Patty. I think Pitt should have played Patty all year instead of Slovis.
Yeah, Pitt would have went undefeated.
Let's hold your horses, but let's not go that far. But
probably would have had a better season.
I think they would have had a better bowl game.
Yeah,
easily. I think they
could have played.
What they finished the year off like
9-4.
9-4.
They have 20.
They were 8-4 going in the bowl game.
Yeah.
So I think they would have gone maybe 9-3 or like 10-2, maybe ACC, because ACC wasn't that strong this year. Like,
I think they could have beat Clemson. If Patty started.
It depends on what quarterback. If that Klubnik was playing, I don't know. I liked him playing against Tennessee. Klubnik, what was it? Klubnik. Yeah, but DJ Ugadoogie was playing, and DJ Ugadoogie going to Oregon State.
Yeah, he's going to the beach.
He's going to do drugs over there.
What does that mean?
Again, because Oregon has no.
Oh yeah, laws. That's right. They decriminalized everything.
Why do you think Portland's a shit show now? They got heroin addicts up and down the fucking streets. They drop it like flies.
All right.
DJ Ugadoo, you gotta watch out.
All right.
So
I don't think Corvallis is close to Portland, but
that's the whole state. The whole state decriminalized. So
yeah, all right.
I think Oregon State's.
Let's just stick to sports.
I don't think Oregon State's gonna be good with them. What else are we gonna? I want to talk about the transfer portal. Like that's huge right now.
Yeah, I know that's been one thing you've wanted to talk about.
Everywhere have left. Devin Leary went to Kentucky from NC State. That's huge for Kentucky.
Will Levis stinks.
Will Levis, you're a dog. All right, don't listen to him.
Yeah, that's why you had to leave Penn State for Sean Clifford.
That's not true.
I bet you're so mad about that.
I'm still mad about it. I don't understand why.
Sean Clifford Franklin sucks.
What about Sam Hartman going to Notre Dame?
The Irish may be back. No. He's good.
Yeah, but I don't know. They have no wide receivers. Like even with the quarterback play that they had this year, there is no wide receiver game there.
Well, I heard
they're like star running backs leaving. Like Isaiah Foskey's leaving. He's gonna be probably first, second rounders at DN. I don't know. I just I know Notre Dame's one of the schools that reclass, but I always feel like wide receivers always the position there is they're always missing something there.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that. Keaton Slovis left. He's going to BYU. But I feel like BYU is like one of those schools.
They're joining the Big 12.
Yeah, and I just feel like BYU is one of those places where they can actually make quarterbacks look good. Doesn't mean that they
made
are
Zach
good.
Wilson look good.
They don't. They're not. They might not be good, but they look good in their system because they're throwing constantly.
Yeah, they made Zach Wilson look good.
Trying to think where else did people? Phil Jacoba coming back. So the
should have went to Pitt in the first place, but
yeah, but I think if he didn't, I could see even if he didn't leave Notre Dame, I could see him playing at Notre Dame right now. Like if he didn't if Brian Kelly left while he was there, I think he would have liked the new coach, the younger guy. He would have had a better chance of winning there. But I understand Boston College. I don't think was the right move for him. I think that their team all around was not good, and he just got himself hurt more and more.
I think he'll do well at Pitt.
I hope so, but I just feel like his confidence is really down. You know what I mean? Just like I feel like.
But I think
it's like that ACL thing, that mental block that he has to get back into it. So
he has been hurt a lot. I heard Dante Cephas, the wide receiver from Kent State, might go to Pitt.
I heard that too.
I heard it's Pitt and Penn State.
Transfer. Spencer. What's the Oklahoma State quarterback transferred?
Spencer Sanders.
Yeah, I don't. He hasn't transferred officially to anywhere school, but he is transferring.
I think it might be Missouri. I'll look that up. It's gonna drive me wild.
So here's the transfer portal tracker. Travis Hunter, Jackson State. He's going to Colorado. We knew that was happening. He was staying with. We all knew he was staying with Dion.
Did Spencer Sanders commit?
No, not yet. He's still out there.
I heard Auburn's one of the front runners for Spencer Sanders.
Well, that would be huge for them, I think. Just having a veteran quarterback in the presence.
Yeah, he's 23 years old.
Yeah, he's old.
Old head.
I know Grayson McCall's transferring.
No, he's coming back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Then why did he announce that?
Well, yeah, he's coming back.
I think it's a stupid idea to stay there.
Well, he played in the bowl game.
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
They would have won.
I think that it's a stupid idea for him to stay. Grayson McCall is seen as a top quarterback prospect coming in next year's draft.
Yeah, but it's also might benefit him because he's playing against lesser competition.
Yeah, but I think even then, like,
which
it
is
could be like a Malik Willis kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Liberty Bibbity.
Yeah, Liberty Bibbity.
Limu and Lima or what the what's that commercial? Liberty Mutual.
No, it's Limu.
Yeah, Doug's his name. Doug the Emu.
Brennan Armstrong's transferring.
Where's he going?
He's that Virginia quarterback, the lefty. He hasn't decided yet, which is nuts because I wonder who's going to take a left-handed quarterback. He's not bad though. He's not bad.
No, he's not.
I just think it's Virginia though. You know what I mean? Like it's not. They don't have the. Or am I boring you?
A little bit.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm trying to think. What other wide receiver?
I just, being on that grind, working all the time, and then going.
Hudson Card's transferring. He was the quarterback that lost out to Quinn Ewers in training camp.
Oh yeah.
He's actually going.
Christian Valou went to.
He's going to Purdue though.
Who?
That Carson Hutt, which I think is huge because he has an actual arm, and that really hurt Purdue's game against LSU because there was times where I don't
think their starter played.
No, I don't know.
I don't think they're calling. I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch the game. I was getting my pedicure.
Yeah, I was. There was times where the wide receivers for Purdue were actually burning the LSU DBs, and he was underthrowing interceptions. So that's gonna hurt. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that are.
Well, like, Christian Valou, is he good? He went to Penn State. I mean, he didn't play, but.
Drew Pine.
Where's he going?
Arizona State from Notre Dame.
Isn't he from Arizona?
I'm not super sure, but he.
I know he ain't from the north.
No, a little bit like that. Graham Mertz is the Wisconsin quarterback is leaving. He's going to Florida. He's going from like 20 inches of snow straight to like the sunny side. So yeah.
Yeah, transfer portal. I mean,
it's a game changer now, man.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Cade McNamara.
He's going to Iowa. Iowa finally has a quarterback.
Yeah. Shadur Sanders.
He's go to Colorado.
Yeah, I don't know how I think about him though.
You know why he's going there.
Yeah, because daddy.
Yeah. Daddy. Yeah.
Nepo baby.
Oh, what?
Nepo, like the parent, like there's kids who like parents are like movie stars and all that. So they call them Nepo babies because it's like easier for them to get into shit. My name's Derek Sanders.
My dad's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, I know.
He's not a bad player.
With no big toe.
I mean, he did have some problems.
Dude, it was so mad. I watched that documentary.
I didn't watch the documentary. But I know his toes cut.
He lost like 2 of them. Yeah. So I was like, damn, Dion, you can't run no more.
That sucks.
I know.
Yeah, they lost their bowl game.
Yeah, they by like a decent, like not a decent amount, but like it ended up being kind of like a bubble.
Well, I think
like that other team like.
Well, it's because I think like they smelled blood in the water and they just attacked.
Like they
with
did,
Dion leaving.
Yeah, and they had all their guys playing. Like Travis Hunter and all of them playing. Yeah. It just didn't like Dion coached.
I think they were just like out the door.
Dion
they were just ready to go to Colorado.
Yeah. So.
But.
I think a lot of players. I was surprised about Alabama. So.
Yeah, Alabama's had some people
leave. They lost 3 starters already for the draft.
Yeah.
They lost Bryce Young, Will Anderson, and Jameer Gibbs. All presumed first round.
Battle's leaving too.
Battle could be a late first round, early second. I would like Steelers second round with that second round pick.
Well, how they got a second round pick for the Chase Claypool?
Dude, Claypool's a dog. What are you talking about, bro?
I don't think he's playing. Like
he's hurt. He's hurt. Yeah. And,
he stinks.
But do you know who I think was a good trade for them? And they.
Where's all those people telling in my mentions and my DMs when we first drafted him? I hated the pick. They're like, oh, he's so good. He had 8 touchdowns. What do you do after his rookie season? Nothing. He stinks. He sucks. He'll be out of the league after this year.
N'Keal Harry's playing really well for the Bears.
He plays for the Bears?
Yeah.
The Bears are just like. It's just
they're going after everybody.
It's just like the island of misfit toys.
And they're going after everybody who's not wanted.
Yeah, it's the misfit toys.
And they're like, we want you. We'll take you.
I feel bad for Justin Fields.
I do, but I also don't think Justin Fields will last long because he's not a great passer, and he's heavily relying on those legs.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like Lamar's already starting to wear down.
Yeah, he's getting injured left and right, and I don't think he'll be a Raven next year.
No, I won't.
I don't think the Ravens are gonna give him that contract.
Yeah,
and they replenished that offensive line. It's not like that offensive line's bad.
No, it's good. It's
they went out and got a great their number 1 position.
J.K. Dobbins is healthy.
He's back. Gus Edwards. And they went out. They got the center.
They don't have wide receivers though.
No.
They have Mark Andrews, and that's about it.
Yeah, but it's not like Lamar's slinging it greatly either.
Yeah, but I mean, if you give him a better receiver, if you put Tyreek Hill on that team.
Well, you put Tyreek Hill on any team though.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean, look how much better. I think Lamar is a better quarterback than Tua. But having Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on your team, like, obviously makes you look like a better quarterback.
And
like, if you can't find them open, you suck.
No, at all.
Like,
I think also we gotta realize that I think that even Lamar would prefers to scramble a little bit more.
Then
just sitting in the pocket, like
that's his style.
Which it's not a good style. Not like it is great to occasionally roll out and throw.
Yeah,
but you should
be like Kenny Pickett.
Shut up! I'm not doing that. You gotta be like
Josh Allen.
Be like a younger Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying be Aaron Rodgers.
He can still move.
Yeah, but I'm not saying be Aaron Rodgers because nobody can. Because Aaron Rodgers is generation.
Do you think he's like the best thrower of football of all time?
No, no. I'm still Brett Favre. All right, Brett Favre.
Packers.
I don't care. Still Brett Favre.
Do you think he's second?
No.
There's
other guys like John Elway had an arm.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Gunslinger. I liked Mahomes' better arm.
Well, yeah, Mahomes is also a lot younger now.
I'm just saying he can sling it still. Like I know Aaron Rodgers could sling the ball.
Yeah.
But Mahomes got a cannon still. Marino.
He was so good.
So there's guys like that. Like I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. I think placement wise is different than slinging.
Yeah.
He placement wise, yeah, he's up there.
He's an accurate guy.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. He's a choke artist though.
Do you know who else had a huge arm? Mike Vick. He's up there. Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
So there's guys that like I think just have better like gunslinging ability.
Yeah.
I don't like, and to me like an arm. I'm thinking.
Of this generation, I think Justin Herbert will be the best thrower of the football.
Oh yeah,
dude. Just
he's
watching his mechanics is.
Do you know who also? His career wasn't great, but he could sling it when he wanted to play. Early Jay Cutler.
No, he could. Yeah.
With the Broncos and even a little bit at the beginning with the Bears, like he could sling the ball. Like he had a good arm. Don't get me wrong. Horrible attitude.
Yeah, he was.
But I still.
He was like one of the laziest.
He's
guys.
One of the best. I listen to him talk now on podcasts. He's funny. He's hysterical. I love listening to him talk. I want to have a conversation. I want to have a beer with him and be like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, he seems like a funny guy.
Like he got that divorce and he was just like, hey, let's go have fun.
Didn't he tell his ex-wife to like go get a job or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she like wanted half his money and he's like, go get a job or something.
Uh-huh. And I'm trying to think. There's guys like that just had better like arms. I just think. And
yeah.
Do you want to talk about the Hall of Fame though? Like the actual finalists this year though. There's some guys on there that I want to make it in, and then there's other guys where I think we're at the point where they.
The only guy I really care about that gets in is Revis. Yeah. Just because he's a Pittsburgh guy, Pitt guy, you know, probably the best. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's probably the best shutdown corner of all time.
No way. There's other guys I pick over him.
Who?
Dion first, Rod Woodson, Ronnie Lott, Mel Blount.
Like Revis Island.
Yeah, but his like it's just that, like those guys, like Mel Blount, all those guys tackled though. There's like that's why like I've never been a huge Dion fan, but Dion knew how to not give up touchdowns and stuff. Like he could cover everybody down. Dion's thing that I hated was that he didn't tackle. That's why I liked Rod Woodson more. Ronnie Lott was a corner than safety. Like, and then you had Mel Blount, who was just hammering guys. Like, there's just other guys who I prefer more. The guy who I want in this year super bad is Joe Thomas.
Oh yeah,
he's my
That'd
guy.
Probably be the Browns' first Hall of Famer since Jim Brown.
Here are the finalists this year: Jared Allen,
okay,
who I love. Willie Anderson, offensive tackle for Cincy and the Ravens. Rondé Barber. Dwight Freeney.
He was so good.
Devin Hester. Yeah. Which Hester, it bothers me because
he's a special team guy.
That's what he's going to go. He should not be listed as a wide receiver because he was a wide receiver and DB. They tried him out. He was awful at both. And he's like if you're going to put him in, there's other guys I want in there too.
Like who?
Like I want to see Cordero Patterson get in there.
He will.
There's stuff like that. There's other special team guys too.
Yeah, but like I think Devin Hester like is way better than Cordero Patterson.
Cordero Patterson broke his records though.
Yeah, but he's still way better.
Yeah, well, and there's kickers and stuff I'd rather have in there too. If we're gonna do special teams, like dude, Morton Anderson and all that stuff, like the guys who are like all-time points leaders and all that. Like Vinatieri's gonna want to be in there. Like there's those guys that should be in there.
He'll be in. He still has a while because he just retired a couple years ago.
And if Devin Hester gets in over Torrey Holt and Hines Ward, that's an issue with me.
Torrey Holt's on a finalist?
He's in a finalist and he hasn't made it yet. Like Andre Johnson's still there, Darrelle Revis, Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, the linebacker from the mid 2000s. He has over 1,000 tackles. Great.
Who did he play for?
Miami. And a year with Dallas. DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware will be first.
Reggie Wayne. Patrick Willis, and Darren Woodson.
Fuck.
Like Patrick Willis hasn't made it yet either. This is like second or third year. I think the issue with him though is he only played 7 to 8 years.
Yeah, but he was the best middle linebacker.
Yeah.
It was either him or Bobby Wagner at that time. Actually, no.
No, Bobby Wagner. Him, Kuechly, and John Beeson. I think people forget about too. The Carolina inside linebacker.
Yeah.
So. Those are them.
Thomas Davis will ever be in the Hall of Fame?
Thomas Davis.
The middle linebacker? Played for the Panthers and a bunch of different teams.
I don't know. It's not like he had that many All-Pros and all that. Like,
He was a good player.
Yeah, but like,
I was just kind of curious what you thought of that because that Carolina kind of reminded me of him.
but do you know if I had to pick Justin Houston's one of my Hall of Famers?
Justin, yeah,
He has 111 sacks. Like he should be in there.
DeMarcus Ware will be in there. Dwight Freeney.
Freeney, I would like if I had to this year. I would not put him in as a first ballot, but I'd have him wait like a year.
Well, here's what I think is going to be this year for just recently retired players. It's going to be Revis, Joe Thomas, DeMarcus Ware,
Andre Johnson. I'd like to see Torrey Holt.
I think
Torrey Holt.
Those are your 5 because it's 7 guys. There's one special teamer and one coach or front office.
Oh no! I don't think it's coach and then one of the committee people.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know who the coach is, but I think Joe Klecko is going to be the senior committee one. Who Jet fans? That's my favorite Jet of all time.
Really?
Yeah, he played he was like a Pro Bowler and All Pro or something like that on every D line position, and he was a beast. So yeah. I've been saying this for years. All my cousins know I think Joe Klecko should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. So
fair enough.
And he was part of that New York sack exchange that they used to say in the 80s and stuff. Him and Mark Gastineau. Sack exchange.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So,
they said stock exchange.
No, they called it the New York sack exchange.
That's sick.
They had that going, and I love Klecko. He looks like he's a weird looking dude, but he looks like he could. He's farm boy strength.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big boy. So there's just stuff like that. I just think the Hall of Fame. There's a bunch of guys this year. Some guys that should have been already. Hines Ward didn't even make the final list this year.
He's been up for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, he's getting to the point where they might take him off the ballot.
Really?
Yeah, and James Harrison just got onto it. But
James Harrison will get on before Hines Ward.
Yeah, but I feel like Hines should have been on there already.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I never thought he was gonna be a first ballot, but I think by third or fourth time he should have been on there.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's not even one Steeler on the list this year for Hall of Fame, which is nuts.
That's crazy.
I'd like to see Rondé Barber get in too, though.
What did he play? Corner.
DB and safety. He was just started out corner and then they moved him to safety.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, and he was so vital that Buccaneers Super Bowl and everything. So I'm a big fan. I think he should have been in. He's been retired since 2012, so 2017 was his first year. So this year's 5.
Yeah.
Jared Allen actually being on there makes me happy.
Oh yeah, that's another guy I wanted to get in.
I want Reggie Wayne and Andre Johnson in.
Yeah.
Those guys I want. So, but yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be pretty good. I just think my thing with Revis too is I like him because he's a Pittsburgh guy and he was great with the Jets. It's just he got hurt and then after that he went to Tampa, hurt the whole time, and then he played well at the Patriots for a bit.
Yeah, I mean if you don't play well in Bill Belichick's defensive system, then
no, it's a pretty sound system.
Yeah.
So he's a defensive minded guy and he should be there. So
yeah,
I mean
he had Rex Ryan too,
and Rex Ryan if Rex Ryan were to go coach today,
he'd be a great DC.
If I had to pick my dream team, I'd have
Mike Tomlin head coach.
Bill Belichick's my head coach. Okay. My D coordinator right now would be Rex Ryan.
Okay.
And my offensive coordinator would be Sean Payton. And if I'm not getting Sean Payton there because the conflict's about being a head coach, I want Kyle Shanahan or Mike McDaniel there. Or even Sean McVay. Those 3 in that, because they're all thrown in the same carousel right there. So out of those 3, anybody in that carousel, because they're all together, basically, it's one line. But if it's not Sean Payton, I want one of those 3.
Well, mine would be head coach. I would have Andy Reid.
Okay, I like that one. I like that.
Defense coordinator. I don't know. That's a hard one. Can we pick head coaches too?
Yeah, I'm just saying your dream squad right there.
Okay, head coach Andy Reid, DC. Ooh, Bill Parcells.
Oh, we do it all the time now.
Well, we don't have to.
I was just going off of it.
Well, let's do it right now. DC would probably be Belichick.
Okay. Who's your head coach though? Andy Reid. So?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just
yeah.
Offense coordinator is easily Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, all right.
I love the West Coast offense.
Yeah. So,
love it.
What's your all-time coaching staff?
Head coach, probably be Belichick.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that one.
Defense coordinator, Parcells. Offense coordinator.
See,
I'd say Jimmy Johnson.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch. I'm putting Belichick as my DC.
Okay.
Bill Walsh is gonna be my offensive coordinator, the original OC, like everything. And I think for my head coach, there's a few that I like because I all time favorite head coach is Belichick.
Yeah.
I like him. But I think I'm kind of washed between Don Shula up there, but
he was a good coach.
Vince Lombardi too. But
yeah, I think that was like so.
But
like,
I'm gonna do this one, even though I hate the Cowboys. Hate the Cowboys.
Mike McCarthy.
Tom Landry.
Okay.
The man who wore the fedora and a suit on the sideline. Just seems like a good man. I didn't like they fired him like the wrong way, and Jerry Jones did not handle that situation well, and I like
a lot
him.
of things Jerry Jones that does that, and it's not good.
But there's other guys too, like Bill Walsh. I like him. Marty Schottenheimer's up there. Like, that's not a bad coach.
Yeah.
I'm not like Chuck Noll.
That's the thing. There's been so many good coaches.
Yeah.
There's also been a lot of terrible ones.
Trying to think what other head coaches are. Like Don Shula's up there, but he didn't win the big game very often for me.
Yeah.
So he only won it, I think, once or twice. He did have the undefeated team.
Yeah.
But I don't think he won again after that.
No.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna go Landry, Belichick, and Walsh.
Okay.
So I think those are the three best ones.
I think we're a little bit over an hour right now.
I know.
So, do you want to wrap it up?
We can wrap it up unless you want to do anything else.
Something I can really think of right now. Can you think of anything?
I think we could talk about our dream teams if we really wanted to. We can talk about who we want at each position.
All time?
Yeah, we can do all time.
All right,
That's why we're doing all time coaches. Might as well.
All right, well, you can run through it real quick.
All right,
I'll run. You run through. You do a quarterback. I'll do a quarterback. You do running back. We'll just go back and forth.
all right. Do you want to start?
You go ahead.
All right. So my starting quarterback all time, I'm probably gonna go with Brett Favre.
Okay.
Not even that he's the best, because I think Brady's the best quarterback ever, like winning wise.
Most arm talent.
But like, not even just that. I think he has the most fun, and I think the teammates like him the most. Like when he's on the side.
Until he steals money from the welfare system.
Well, that's after. We're not playing. He didn't do that while he's playing. But when he's asking people on the sidelines, "Hey, do you think God farts?" Or "You got any left-handed footballs?" Like, I just think like he lightens the mood. Like those are some of the best takes I heard. So I'm going Brett Favre. I just think he's a hard player. You know he's playing every game, even when he's hurt, and he's gonna win you games. He's gonna lose you some, but he's gonna give you that last. If you give him that last chance, he's gonna win that game for you.
Okay. I'm gonna go Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. He's 7 rings. I mean, that's really all there is to it. He wins.
Do you have a backup quarterback you like?
All time?
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marino.
Fair enough.
I love Dan Marino.
Mine would be, I think if he got to play earlier in his career as a younger man, he'd be higher up on people's list, but I like Roger Staubach. So, Captain America.
Yeah.
So, all right, running back, Barry Sanders. There's not even a close second for me on that one.
Jim Brown.
Fair enough. My number 2 would have been Walter Payton.
Emmitt Smith.
Really? Mm-hmm. I think he's a product of that line.
Yeah. Wait till you see my offensive line then.
Yeah. Then we're getting there. Wide receivers we're going with now?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do top 3 since we're
yeah, we'll do.
All right. 3. I'm doing Jerry Rice, obviously.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 2 outside and then a slot.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna do Jerry Rice, Randy Moss taking out the top 2, and then my slot's gonna be Wes Welker.
Okay. I'm gonna take Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
Terry Holt. And then Andre Johnson.
Fair, yeah. All right, my tight end.
Oh no! Wait, Jerry Wright. Did you say Jerry?
I said Jerry Rice and Randy Moss.
Tight end.
My tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Shit. Can we pick active players too?
Yeah, we can pick that. This is all time, so like you can take Kelsey or Kittle or whoever you want.
I think. Antonio Gates.
That was my only second. I like him.
I was stuck between him or Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I usually say Tony, but like my thing with Gronk is like he's my favorite ever because he blocks so well.
Yeah.
And so, we're gonna do left tackle, or are we doing the whole way across?
I'm gonna just do the whole way across.
All right. So my left tackle is gonna be Anthony Munoz. Right tackle is gonna be I'm gonna go Matthews. Jake Matthews. No, not Jake Matthews. The dad. He was on the Titans and Oilers, Hall of Famer. My center's Mike Webster.
Damn it.
Larry Allen's my left guard. My right guard, we're gonna go with Alan Faneca. Or no, my right guard is Gene Upshaw.
I need to look this up.
Gene Upshaw from the Raiders is my right guard. Larry Allen, left guard. Anthony Munoz, left tackle. Mike Webster's my center. And Matthews is
Well, my center is gonna be Alan Faneca.
Okay.
Left tackle is gonna be Joe Thomas.
Bruce Matthews. Bruce Matthews
Yeah.
is right there. Okay, so Alan Faneca center.
Yeah, Joe Thomas left guard.
Okay.
Or left tackle. Sorry.
Tackle, yeah.
I'm going Marshall Yonda left guard.
Fair, I like that one. I'm thinking of one for your right tackle too. He's a Raven.
I'm gonna go Steve Hutchinson, right guard.
Nice.
And then
He's your right tackle. I have a guy in mind, but
I don't know.
he's a Raven. He was a freaking dog.
Oh shit! I think I know what you're talking about.
You tell me, buddy.
Actually, no. I'm putting Joe Thomas at my right tackle. And I'm putting Trent Williams at my left tackle.
Okay, I can see that.
Trent Williams is probably going to be the best offensive line ever.
I was gonna say Jonathan Ogden.
He was good.
He was a yeef.
He was big.
Left end. I'm probably gonna go with Reggie White. He's my left end. Yeah.
Mine would probably be J.J. Watt.
Okay. Right end, Bruce Smith. All-time sack leader.
You said Reggie White already, right?
Yep.
Shit. Damn it. You said right end?
Yeah, it is Bruce Smith.
I don't know. Jared Allen.
Okay. All right. My defensive tackle.
Please don't say who I think you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna go Joe Green.
Okay.
But I'm not. I'm taking John Randall.
Okay, I'm going Aaron Donald.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I know. I like John Randall's just like
the best
that's
of all time.
yeah, but he's that smaller guy. Like
Yeah, but he's still the best.
Yeah. Well, John Randall's got.
What about your two outside backers?
Oh, easy. I'm taking Lawrence Taylor. You know I love LT. Dude was playing on cocaine the whole time. Let me see. And my other edge rusher I'm taking. Derek Thomas from the Chiefs. I'm taking the two speedsters right off the edge.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go TJ Watt.
Okay.
And
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. And then I'm gonna go Von Miller.
Okay.
I think he's good.
Yeah.
Like he's still producing it.
Yeah.
Him or DeMarcus Ware.
All right. Do you want to go inside backers or corners?
We'll go corners right now.
All right, I'll go number one. Think Dion.
Okay, I'm gonna go Rod Woodson.
All right, and then I'm probably gonna take There's guys I'm thinking about, but I just want to make sure. Oh. Oof. Oh, I forgot about him. This is gonna be a shocker to some, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll say it. Do you know who Daryl Green is? I know there's guys like Champ Bailey, Mel Blount. Like I love Mel Blount, but
Wow, he played for a while.
who?
Daryl
Green for the Redskins.
83 to 2002.
Yep, and he was just as good in 2002. I'm going with Daryl Green just for the longevity. You know, and he was running like a 4.4 at his 50th birthday. He used to play with a Tootsie Roll in his sock. Yeah, he loved Tootsie Rolls. So that's my corners.
Those are your two? You said Dion
and Daryl Green.
I'm going Charles Woodson.
Fair enough.
What about middle backers?
Middle backers, my number one's going to be Jack Lambert.
Mine's
You gonna take a murderer?
Now that you say that.
I'm in your head.
I'm gonna go Luke Kuechly.
Kuechly, alright. My number two is Dick Butkus.
Dick.
Richard Butkus.
My second backer, Ray Lewis.
Oh, you like murderers.
He didn't get charged.
Okay, OJ. Alright.
And the glove didn't fit.
So we have those two. We'll do the two safeties and we'll get a kicker and a punter and we're done.
Who cares about the kicker and
punter? Oh, I do. I got guys I want. Overall teams here.
Okay.
So my first safety, I'm going Ronnie Lott.
Troy Polamalu.
Alright. I didn't think you were gonna go with him. God damn it. Because there's another guy I'm thinking about, but I don't want him.
Who? Ed Reed?
I don't want Ed Reed.
Why? Him and Polamalu together would be.
Yeah, but
Steve Atwater.
Oh no! Fuck those guys. Give me Ronnie Lott and Brian Dawkins.
Oh, wow.
Give me those two in my backfield. Just eyeing up people. One can play it, or you can play. I can have Ronnie Lott play nickel basically at this point, and just have freaking Dion or Brian Dawkins just in the back hawking.
I'm going Steve Atwater.
Fair enough. You didn't even take Ed Reed either. I'm not.
I thought of Steve Atwater. He was good. Orange Crush defense.
Sean Taylor's there too, and just Sean Taylor didn't play long though. Like I know, like the whole like getting murdered and everything, but like
he was so.
When he was there, he was good. But I just like we didn't get that sample. Yeah. My kicker, Justin Tucker.
Adam Vinatieri.
My punter, Ray Guy.
Sebastian Janikowski.
He's not a punter. He's a kicker.
Oh shit.
Seabass.
Presley Harvin. The third.
You had freaking Shane Leckler out there, Andy Lee.
I'm going Andy Lee. Dude, I don't know any punters. I don't pay attention to punting.
He led with Presley Harvin.
The third.
So dude, Brian Dawkins and. But like, I want to go back to your running back. What really, Jim Brown's your pick?
He was a mean.
Yeah, but I also think because he was 6'2", like 230, like that time period was different for a running back.
Actually, no, I'm switching to Derrick Henry.
Really?
I think Derrick Henry has a chance to be the best running back of all time.
What the hell have you been fucking eating?
We had dinner together.
Yeah, I know. That steak really got. What do you get, salmonella or something? Fucking your blame. Blame. Yeah.
You didn't speak. Buddy's calling me out.
You have me like freaking like stuttering over here with the fact that you think Derrick Henry can be number 1 overall. Dude can't catch a ball.
Okay.
Look at this. He can't catch a ball, and the guy's been hurt the past 2 years.
Not this year.
Yeah, he was just on the injured list last week. He missed another game with a hip injury.
Yeah.
So he's about to be 30. And you're telling me that at 30, with 8,000 rushing yards, he's going to get past the 15,000 mark? That's 7 more years of 1,000 yards.
Oh, was he at 8?
He's at 8,226.
How many years has he played?
He's been in the league since 2016.
Played 14 years?
He's not playing 14 years. Not the way his body's going right now.
No, but if he can get another 5 solid years, I think he'd be the best of all time.
5,000. So he'd be at 13,000.
But he's been the most dominant over the past 5-6 years.
That's also because all that offense does is feed him a ball.
Yeah, but it makes it so much easier to stop.
Yeah, well, not when the whole
It
time.
makes it so much more predictable.
And not when they had AJ Brown and stuff. So like that.
This year, I mean, he's still over 1,000. He's like leading the NFL in rushing.
Not
He's at least
year.
top 5.
I don't even think he's not.
With his left tackle, his center, his whole offensive line's been banged up. Without a starting quarterback, without a deep threat at receiver, I mean, like I don't know. I think he's the best.
All right, he's number 4 right now.
Yeah, top 5. So, who's number 1? Saquon.
Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, Saquon. But no, I just don't see it. Like he's just not like. I think of Walter Payton. Like I give you more credit for the Jim Brown than you.
Derrick Henry's better.
No, not than Barry Sanders or Walter
I'm
Payton.
not saying he is right now, but he has a chance to be. They're 2 different style of runners, though.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders is more shake, make.
You also got to realize Barry Sanders has already played less seasons than, or they're almost about to be tied for the same amount of seasons played in the career.
Yeah, but it was different. But Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time right now. I'm not discrediting. I'm not saying that's not true.
I'm not saying.
But I'm saying Derrick Henry has a chance to be the best.
I don't know.
Chance. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying
I'm
he
just
is.
saying. I think what's killing him is his receiving stats too. Like a lot of these guys all the time are putting up really good receiving stats too, like in receiving touchdowns. And Derrick Henry's grabbed by the ankle and he goes down right away.
No.
Yeah, his thing.
King Henry.
No,
It's
his
King
issue
Henry.
is the thing is
They're gonna win tomorrow night.
It's the Jaguars.
Yeah, but they don't have Tannehill. They don't have. They've Josh. If they win.
Dobbs didn't play bad though against Dallas.
Well, maybe he did or he didn't. I didn't watch a game.
I did.
But if Josh Dobbs
I watched it on
leads
vacation.
the Tennessee Titans to the playoffs,
It's nuts. But
they'll probably play like Baltimore or the Chargers.
so
I want Justin Herbert to win so bad.
So
Like,
do
he
I.
just seems like it's such a cool
But
guy.
no, I just don't like my thing with Henry. Henry just looks like,
Yeah.
and I just feel like Henry is. If you tackle him up high, he's gonna run you over. That's where he's big at.
Yeah.
But when you get like, if you go after the knees and like that like just he's not like you would think. We had this conversation about Najee. You would
He's
think
playing
because he's
better,
so
though.
heavy, he would just instead of trying to stiff arm, just put his shoulder down.
He did a lot of that Sunday night.
He needs to. He wants to freaking
Well,
keep
he had-
playing for the Steelers.
He had 111 yards.
Give me some Jalen Ward.
I think it's a nice 1-2 punch.
Mhm. It's like how when Zeke wasn't fat, like it was like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Zeke and Tony Pollard.
Yeah. Zeke got beef.
Oh, are you kidding me, dude? He took the crop top off and put a bib on. And it said, "Let me eat." It said, it's like Ross, let me cook.
First, I wouldn't eat his cooking.
Oh, Ezekiel Elliott is. He's eating everything
He's
he
getting
puts on.
poisoned then. But anyways,
No wonder he's so slow.
yeah. Well,
That's a lot. I guess that's it for the
yeah.
night.
I guess we'll end on that note. That concludes episode 5. Thanks for tuning in.
It's been a long one, but it's alright.
Yeah, it's the longest one, but we haven't done it for a month. Some people have been ducking and diving me. You know,
Breath.
3Ds from
Breath.
Dodgeball. Great movie.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Patches
We're
up
gonna
around.
actually we're starting to think about doing mock drafts, and we're thinking about moving into other sports like NHL and baseball.
I tried bringing up pit hoops, but Buddy didn't
No,
want any of it.
We're not doing college basketball right now. We got college football and NFL to worry about. I think once these 2 seasons are over, we'll probably get college basketball more toward like March Madness and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think we're gonna head into more NHL and MLB free agency still happening. There's kind of stuff going around there.
Buccos making some big moves.
Yankees always making moves.
I saw a thing on Twitter. The Mets have spent more money in free agency this year than the Pirates have since 2010. It's by $100 million.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets spend more money this year in free agency than what the Pirates are worth overall on a walk, bases loaded.
Anyways,
So,
All right.
that's that.
um,
Go Buccos. All right,
No.
let's go Yankees, please.
just just go no MLB. The MLB sucks. So like and
To you.
subscribe. This will be out, I don't know, tomorrow at some point. It's too late, 9:50.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So I was
Sunday,
yawning. Long day. School started already.
Help out the brand. Tell your friends, family to watch us. Subscribe. We'd love to have more people following us.
Yeah, I think we appreciate everything. All the shout outs everyone's given us.
Let us know how. We want to know your teams too. Let us know what your all-time team is, and
we'll give you some shout outs. No free shout outs though.
Yeah, let us know how you think the playoffs are gonna end up going. Give us some of your Super Bowl thoughts. Who's gonna make the playoffs? Let us know what you guys are thinking about the content we're talking about.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's the episode.